Asking the right questions is indeed the key to unraveling complex topics like consciousness, reality, and the universe. These areas challenge the boundaries of human understanding, and the right questions often reveal the deeper nature of these mysteries. Here are some key questions that could be asked in each of these fields. Consciousness. What is the nature of consciousness? Is it purely a product of brain activity, or does it exist independently of physical processes? Is consciousness fundamental or emergent? Is it a fundamental aspect of the universe, like space and time, or does it emerge from complex systems like the brain? Can consciousness be measured or quantified? If so, what would a reliable metric look like? If not, why does it elude measurement? What is the relationship between consciousness and matter? How does subjective experience arise from neural activity? Or does it require a different framework altogether? Does consciousness have a role in shaping reality? To what extent does our awareness influence the physical world, as in theories of quantum mechanics and observer effects? Reality. What is the nature of reality? Is reality objective and independent of observation, or is it influenced by the observer, as quantum mechanics suggests? Are there multiple layers or levels of reality? Are there dimensions or hidden aspects of reality beyond what we perceive? Is reality continuous or discrete? Is space and time infinitely divisible, or do they exist in discrete chunks, as suggested by some interpretations of quantum theory? Do we perceive reality accurately, or are our senses and cognition limited? How much of what we perceive is shaped by our biological limitations, and could other beings perceive entirely different aspects of reality? Could we be living in a simulated reality? What evidence, if any, could distinguish between a base reality and a simulation? Universe and cosmos. What caused the Big Bang and what came before it? If the universe began with the Big Bang, what was the initial cause, and does it make sense to ask about before time began? Is the universe finite or infinite? Does the universe have boundaries, or does it extend infinitely in space and time? What is the nature of dark matter and dark energy? These make up most of the universe, yet we know very little about them. What are they, and how do they shape the universe? Are there multiple universes? As in the multiverse theory, is our universe one of many? And if so, how could we detect or interact with other universes? Does the universe have a purpose or direction? Is the universe simply the result of random physical processes? Or is there an underlying purpose or direction to its development? What is the role of time in the universe? Is time a fundamental aspect of reality? Or could it be an illusion, as some physicists and philosophers suggest? Are space and time interconnected with consciousness? Could our experience of space and time be deeply tied to the nature of consciousness, as some theories of quantum mechanics and relativity imply? Is the fabric of the universe digital or analog? Could the universe be made of discrete units of information, as suggested by certain approaches in physics, like quantum gravity? How did life originate on Earth? Was life sparked by a specific chemical process known as abiogenesis, or was it seeded from elsewhere, a concept known as panspermia? What are the minimal conditions required for life to emerge? Is life unique to Earth-like conditions, or can it exist in more extreme environments, such as under ice, deep beneath the ocean, or even on other planets? Is life a rare or common phenomenon in the universe? Is life an inevitable outcome given the right conditions, or is it an extraordinarily rare event? What defines something as alive? Could different forms of life, based on different chemistries, like silicon-based life, exist beyond carbon-based life? What role did randomness versus determinism play in the emergence of life? Did life arise from random chance events, or was there a predictable, deterministic process involved? Is there an inherent purpose to life, or is it a human construct? Does life have intrinsic meaning, or is the search for meaning a product of human consciousness? Can meaning in life be derived without external sources like religion or philosophy? Can individuals create their own meaning in a seemingly indifferent universe, or does meaning require a higher purpose or spiritual framework? What is the relationship between consciousness and meaning? Is the search for meaning a byproduct of being conscious, or is it something more fundamental to life itself? Does life have an evolutionary or cosmic purpose? Could the purpose of life be tied to the advancement of consciousness, the evolution of intelligence, or the unfolding of the universe? Does meaning change based on perspective? Is the meaning of life subjective, varying from one individual or species to another? Or is there an overarching universal meaning? Is there empirical evidence for an afterlife? Can scientific methods provide any evidence for life after death? Or is it purely a metaphysical or spiritual belief? What is the nature of consciousness after death? If consciousness continues after death, how does it function without the physical brain? Does it exist in a different form, or does it dissolve entirely? Is there continuity between our current life and any potential afterlife? Will consciousness retain personal identity and memory? Or would it become something completely different? Do different cultural or religious conceptions of the afterlife provide clues to its nature? Why do so many cultures throughout history have strong beliefs in some form of afterlife? Is this a universal human experience or projection? If there is no afterlife, how should this shape our approach to life? If life is finite, what is the most meaningful way to live, and how does understanding our mortality affect the way we value time and relationships? Could the origin of life be connected to the nature of consciousness and the afterlife? Is consciousness a key to understanding not just life, but also what happens after death? Could our awareness be tied to a deeper, possibly universal principle? Does the universe have a purpose related to life, consciousness, and the afterlife? Could the cosmos be structured in such a way that life, consciousness, and perhaps an afterlife are integral to its purpose? Is life a test, simulation, or experience designed to prepare for something beyond death? Could life on Earth be viewed as a transient stage in a larger cosmic or spiritual journey? Asking these questions opens up rich avenues for inquiry that cross scientific and philosophical boundaries, offering different perspectives on the most fundamental aspects of existence. Asking these questions helps push the limits of our understanding and frames future inquiries that might lead to breakthroughs in science and philosophy.